Hey guys, what's up? It has been a minute since I have filmed a video, but today I'm going to do how to sweat proof your makeup. I don't really have time to be doing this today because I got to get moving, but the world needs this. It's hotter than hell outside, so I'm just gonna jump in and get going. So if you are trying to sweat proof your makeup, you need to start really with your skincare routine. I just did my normal Mary Kay skincare routine, but if you're on the oily side, just make sure you're using your moisturizer sparingly. I'm really not on the oily side, but I'm going to start off with a mattifying primer. This is the Benefit Professional Primer, and get it all over my face. So I don't have a ton of this left. And this is just going to help mattify your face and keep everything stuck down to it. So you definitely need a good primer. If you're oily, you definitely want to get a mattifying one. But really any sort of primer will do. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with foundation next. And I am going with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the color Wheat, 3N2 Wheat. This is the foundation that I wore for my wedding in Mexico and had really good luck with it. It's called Double Wear, so it's stay in place, long wearing makeup. So definitely look for something that is long wear if you're going to be out on a super hot and crazy day. And I just do 3 pumps or so, and then I'm gonna dot it all over my face. So I have been using Too Faced Born This Way for my foundation lately, and I can definitely feel a difference between this and that. This is very thick, and the Too Faced Born This Way is much more liquidy. They're both great foundations though. And then I'm gonna blend it out with my, this is the Beauty Bakery sponge. Hopefully this color works. I haven't worn this in a minute. I busted it out because it's 90 degrees today. I haven't made a video in quite a while because my life has been really crazy. Everybody's life has been really crazy, but I feel like I just have a lot going on. One of the last videos that I posted talked about me losing my job, and that was honestly a couple months ago. So I'm still looking. Well, I found something, but it has been a long go and very stressful. Looking for a job. Looking for a job in a pandemic is a full-time job in itself. So I've been doing that. I also started a Zaya business. Zaya is a premium activewear brand, so I became a representative for that. If you want to check it out, it's www.myzaya, Zaya is spelled ZYIA.com/Mackenzie Tim. So that has been eating up a lot of my time. With your foundation, guys, make sure you're blending it down your neck, especially if you're not sure if it's the right color for you. I think this is going to match pretty well, but you don't want any visible lines. Okay, so, and now I'm going to go in with Shape Tape, the color Light Neutral, my most favorite concealer in the world. Okay, and then just blend this out. And then, so that was going on, and then shortly after I lost my job, I found out that my dad has lung cancer. It was pretty upsetting because both of his cancer is upsetting anyway, but both of his sisters got diagnosed with cancer in the last year, and one of them had passed away from it. And then shortly after his diagnosis, his other sister passed away from cancer. So that was tough. And then, because things have been so great, we found out that his cancer had spread to his brain. So he started chemotherapy and radiation last week. So, and then for another layer of coverage, I'm just going to go over the top of this and just brighten it up a little bit more. And it definitely seems weird to talk about such, serious things while I'm also telling you how to put on makeup. But I figured I owed maybe, an explanation as to why I've been gone when I said this was something that I really was passionate about and wanted to do, which is true. And I still love makeup and get up every day and put on my makeup regardless of what I have going on. I'm a firm believer in if you look good, you feel good. And with all that's going on, I think it's important that you take care of yourself. So Dad has lung cancer, and then not to be outdone, my mom has cancer as well. So she has cancer in her lymph nodes, so she will be having them removed in July. So, as you can imagine, that's a lot for one family to go through, and I've been, trying to be there for them as much as I can. So, enough with the depressing things. So, back on how we're going to get our makeup to stay on our face. So, we're concealed, we're good. Now we need to make sure that we are setting it. So, this is a crucial step. We are talking about your powders. If you are an oily situation, you need to get yourself Laura Mercier. That is going to be your driest powder. Again, I'm not very oily. I'm dry combination. So parts are oily, but parts are not. So I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Veil powder. Make sure I get a lot of it here. And I'm going to mix it with the Laura Mercier glowing powder. So it's similar to her regular setting powder. It just has a little bit of a dewier finish for her. So, and then I'm going to mix the two together with my Hourglass brush here and go in and press this into my powder, or press this into my foundation to set it. It's going to kind of get everywhere, but now is not the time to be shy. If you bake your face, which means taking a sponge and setting it in your powder and pressing it onto your skin, your hot days are going to be a good day to bake, because that's going to help really set your makeup as well. So I'm just going to keep pushing this into the skin. I know it looks a little bit powdery like right now, but it's going to go away, and I'll show you how we get rid of the powder look here in just a minute. But do not be shy with your powder, but just make sure that you're really working it into the skin. You don't want to look like a big powdery mess. But powder is going to be the key to not having your makeup slide all over your face. And you need to be, again, pressing it and working it into the skin. And the reason I press and don't swirl is so that I don't move the product that I just laid down. And you're going to sweat down your neck, so make sure you get your powder where you blended your makeup down your neck. Okay. I am just going to take my Beauty Blender and just press it. It's barely damp at all, and I'm just going to continue to work it into the skin. Okay, now, we don't want to look like a powdery mess, but we want to make sure our foundation doesn't move. So, you need this. Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is the best. I've tried every setting spray there is. This is the best. So I'm going to pause right now, and I'm going to spray my face. And then I'm going to let it dry, and then we're going to continue to add products. So, shake it, and then... Okay, I'm going to let this dry. Be right back. Okay, we are dry now. Don't put your Urban Decay setting spray away because we are going to be using it again. So now that my base face is on here, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I really like it. So it's going to be all matte, your light, medium, and dark contours, and then your light, medium, and dark highlights. I also got this B $B. I think it's $1 Million Brows is the name of this company. It's a dual side contour brush. So I'm just going to go in with the first two colors and mix them together. And then I'm just going to contour. Probably should use a mirror for this. Ew. A little conditioner in my ear. That's classy. I'm gonna bring it down here on my jaw. Contour away my double chin. Do the other side. I've been wearing less makeup just because it's summertime, and I don't know, I feel like a full face can look a little bit too much in the summer. I'm going to a party this afternoon, and my girlfriend is coming over, and we are going to go get our nails done, because that at-home nail situation, you guys, hell no. Hell no. And mine, they look so bad. I should have probably done this video tomorrow after I get them done, but I'm getting them done today, and praise the Lord for that. But anyway, so I haven't been contouring a lot because of, I just have been wearing like lighter makeup in general, but for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna go for it. Just contouring my nose. Oop. And the key to using a lot of powders on your face is to just make sure that you really work them into the skin. And then by spraying your face spraying your face with the setting spray multiple times, it's really gonna help those powders melt into your skin and give you more of a natural look. And then when you sweat, the powder is going to absorb some of that sweat, and hopefully keep everything on your face where it needs to be. And then I'm gonna take the skinny end of this and just put it in the lighter shades and just mix them together too, and just go down the center of my nose, on my cheekbones. And this is, again, it's a matte powder, so it's not like providing any, it's just shaping my face, not providing, any shine. Okay. So that's good, and now I'm going to take a shimmery highlighter, my Ofra Rodeo Drive, I've used this before, and just go on the cheekbones. Now, when it's really hot, you're gonna sweat. Again, that's the whole point of this, so I'm not gonna just load up like I normally do. My face will be dewy and glowy on its own because it's going to be so freaking hot and I'm going to be outside. So you don't need a ton of highlight, but I do like a little bit. I'm gonna use my Messy Hourglass blush palette, and I just swirl all 4 colors. There's a peachy one, a pink one. I just feel like when I swirl them all together, it's the most natural. Anytime you wear makeup, blush is the first thing that's gonna go off your face. So, especially when you're gonna be sweating, I like to load up, do a little bit on my nose, do another layer. Okay, lots of powder on my face. I'm gonna spray it again. Yes, this is a lot of spray, but it's gonna work. So I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, we're dry. So I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty nude palette. I don't wanna tip it because the shade that I'm going to use I'm almost out of, and it's going to go everywhere if I do. But I'm gonna use this light pink shade. You'll have to see it on the lid here, as my crease transition shade, and just go back and forth all over the crease. This has been my go-to palette for a very long time. I love it. Do the other eye. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this darker shade, Teddy. Teddy, where are you? Teddy. Oh my God, the struggle is real. Teddy, right here. And I'm just gonna go lower in the crease. Little tiny motions back and forth. Keeping it lower than the first color. And then do the bottom. Making sure to connect the two. My psoriasis has spread to my eyelid, so some more joy. I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this color Raw. And I'm gonna keep this even lower than the first two colors. Really concentrated on the outer third. And then blend it in. And I'm using the same fluffy brush that I always use. And this is the only brush that I'm using for this entire look. And I like to keep this little bare spot there. It'll be mostly covered up when I do eyeliner, but I don't mind it. I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so in the interest of this not being a 2-hour-long video, I went ahead and curled my eyelashes and did my eyeliner using the Benefit Roller Lash mini guy that I store upside down. Now, I've used this before, and I've used Kat Von D's Trooper, is that what it's called? And they both can run when I'm sweaty and kind of get all over the place. So, but I like how black this is. But I also have the Kat Von D Inkwell liner, which I didn't like when I first used it because it is not very black or intense colored, but I couldn't get it off that night, and it was still on my face the next day. So what I've been doing is putting this over the top of this for staying power. So I'm going to go over the top and do that quick. So it looks like this. It is a well. And again, I'm just gonna go over the top of this. Especially down here, where if my eyes water at all, which they usually do. The thing with this though is that you have to be careful. It will move on you until it's dry. So I'm gonna let this dry and do the other side and look like this so I don't get it all over my face. Okay, so I tightlined my eyes and then I went in with some mascara. So today I'm wearing the Lily Lashes Triple X mascara. If you can see that. Normally I would go in and do two coats of regular mascara and then a coat of waterproof mascara if it's going to be really hot and sweaty out. I don't have any waterproof mascara right now, so I'm not going to. Mascara is only good for 3 months, so I don't have any waterproof right now. But I don't really like waterproof mascara. I just think it's really tough on the lashes. But normally, if it was going to be really hot and sweaty, I would put a layer over the top of my regular mascara, so it's a little bit less harsh on my lashes. And then I did my brows, and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil with the Benefit, I don't know what the hell this is called. I might have, but it's this little fiber guy, and just went over the top. It adds a little bit more of a full brow look. And now I'm sticking with the theme of making sure that you are sweat proof. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. So you're going to want to set your brows. Any sort of brow setting gel will work, but you want these puppies to stay in place. I've had better brow days, but okay. Last but not least, back in with our Urban Decay setting spray. We're gonna dry. Okay, I exfoliated my lips and did a little dot of highlighter in the inner corner of my eyes. So last but not least, we will finish our look off with lipstick. This is NARS Power Pigment in American Woman. I love me a matte lipstick, and this one stays really well. This one's a good one to blot, or you will have it all over your face. Am I sweating? Yeah. Okay. This is the final look. And we are sweat proof and ready to take on this July heat. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys have a great 4th of July weekend. Hopefully I'll be on making more videos soon, and hopefully you learned something from this one. Have a safe holiday, 4th of July holiday weekend. Bye-bye.